What's up, y'all? It's Brandon from Odyssey Gaming, and we're back with the extended look at AQD. So today I believe we were going to build a small hydrogen-powered cargo ship. So first question I got is, do I happen to have that particular research complete? I do. There we go. Alright, so what else? We need to put the upscaled wheel schematic back in here, it looks like. Betting I already have that. Maybe. Okay, so that's for heavy duty wheels. Okay, yeah, that was one of the first things I researched. Okay, so let's grab the advanced ion transfer schematic so we finally have connectors. Whew, there's gonna be a couple things happening today, I can tell you that already. Drop those in. Now that we have connectors, I was almost tempted to worry about connecting the railroad to the base, but I think we can hold off on that for the right now. And instead focus on the cargo ship, because that is slightly, ever so slightly more pressing. So first thing, I need to get that trailer out of there, because I think that's the spot I'm going to use, or at least build off from there, probably over to the side. Let's go ahead and back up. Try to get lined up best I can. This is actually a super convenient little thing. Alright, so I need to go to my right a little bit. Actually, I could have just used this. And slowly, slowly. That's actually pretty good. There. That's pretty close. Can we get it? Well, there we go. What did I get? Oh, I got the hinge. There we go. And attach. There we go. Let's go and pull this out of here. I'm probably going to set it on the flat part for right now, because we're not going to be using that spot. So I guess it can be a makeshift parking spot. I can manage to get the trailer down there. That was actually not too bad of a job. I'm actually impressing myself right now. Okay, so that's good for that. Now, we need a spot probably over here so we're clear of the wind towers. We can launch vertically. So let's get some concrete going. I don't have a lot of concrete. Oh, that's because I'm using a lot of iron. So I guess it kind of makes sense for this to be in steel. Yeah, I got a lot more steel plates. And it's actually kind of easier for me to get steel, or for me to get iron, because I have a thing right up there. So, okay, guess we're doing this in steel plate then. So as for the connection, I think I'm going to go off the base refinery and build a pretty basic thing up to here. If I start there at all. That's a little bit tight. I think I want it to go right about here. Set that as a target. Ooh, shoot, oxygen. Oxygen is low. There we go. Something I had... Yeah, I think at one point I got rid of my... Oh no, I lost my oxygen bottle. And then while I was driving back, I had my O2H2 generator turned off, so that's why I was low on oxygen. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, so now I think that's actually up a step. So I'm going to keep that concrete to there. We're going to go with that as the base. I'm going to grab some interior plate. Do I have a conveyor junction? There's a sorter, which I guess if I move all my O2, all my oxygen, hydrogen production over here, that could work. I guess that's a pretty decent option. Do a small cargo container and a sorter. With the sorter first, small cargo container to hold the ice, and then put two O2H2 gens off of that. Eventually. For now, I just move over the one. Okay. So what are my other options? Not seeing anything. Let's check on research. Maybe there's something... Obviously not on this level, because I think I've gone over what these individually do so many times. Let's check out level 2 stuff. Probably under these construction. Skilled short range comms, that's antennas, ore detectors, the large grid, upscale doors, upscale cockpits, gyroscopes, and medical facilities. Reinforced conveyors. Oh, so that's... Okay, so it's a level 2 research thing. Okay. See, I think for right now, I'm going to go with a sorter right here. And then a small... Right. Small cargo container. Here's the sorter. I definitely want that control panel available. And then the small cargo container. Right there, which is going to consume 4 metal grids, but I think that's affordable at the moment. Okay. So then, I want to put my O2H2 generator probably sideways right here. Yep, that works. And then... Still thinking I want to launch from right around here if I can. I guess a long enough arm would work from right here. I think I'm going to place the second one to speed up production in the future when I need to produce more and I have the capacity for more. Actually, no. Let's go with our hydrogen tanks out this direction. There we go. So I'm going to be walking on this probably at some point. So yeah, that should probably look okay. Alright. Build out that a little bit. The rest are concrete. Just to, you know, drop block down and finish that off. Then it's a short conveyor run from there to there. It's not too bad. And then I would just keep on running O2H2 gens around here and hydrogen tanks that way, plus ice containers this way. And that should work. Upscaling as we need to. So, if we continue that, let's say one more O2H2 gen, two more O2H2 gen, that'll give me a total of 3. Then we come this way. We'll try to launch from about here. Or at least conveyor up to that point. That should be doable. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to actually build a small backing for this. So that'll be the endpoint. Now let's go and bring in one more and link it up so I can grind stuff off. Oh, shoot, that was the O2H2 gen. There. Okay. So then we need our conveyors. We don't have conveyors necessarily, but we do have pipes. I don't want to use sorters to link up to here, so I think I'm gonna have to use a pipe junction. Okay. So pipe junction right there. And that will link to the back, so all we need is conveyor pipes. These will be ground down eventually, so I'm not worried about making them fancy. There we go. It's right there. That should give us a functional launching point to work off of. I'm going to go ahead and build a little slope right there so we can get up here easier. Actually, not right there. So, as for the design of the launch itself, since this is where I want to launch from, I think my next move needs to be a large grid hinge right here. This is going to make sense a little bit later. I know it doesn't right now, but it will later. Alright, so back to what I was saying before I lost conscious thought, basically. I'm kind of feeling keeping the base a little more compact. So if we bring it down here, have it land horizontally right around here or so. Facing this way should work. And then bring it up to launch like that. I think that will work just fine. So let's go ahead and grind off these last two. This one. Go in that direction. Apparently we had a bit of a glitch there. And put on the connector. Cool. Now that is fully piped up to the base in large conveyor, so that should work okay. Now for the design I'm thinking of for the ship itself. Actually no, I'm gonna get all this welded up, get the O2H2 generator moved over, and actually I'll be back when we're actually ready to start this. So, one moment, I'll be back. And we're back. So, got everything welded up, and well, as per usual, I made a slight oversight when I moved everything over because I'd completely forgotten my survival kit needs to be hooked up to the O2H2 gen to, you know, fill me with oxygen, hydrogen. And it doesn't get hydrogen this way because the sorter is going that way. So, I need to move my survival kit, which, you know, means the assembler's not going to be hooked up, but actually it's not even going to have a support now I'm looking at. Let's quickly fix that. There. And let's go ahead and, you know, confirm the survival kit doesn't have anything in it. Cool. And let's move it over. There we go. And it is going to be hooked up if I put it like that. There we go. So now I can once again recharge my oxygen and hydrogen from the survival kit. That was a really silly mistake to make on my part, but I mean, at least it's a fixable mistake, so there is that. Also, it looks like I'm building in a dusty dark gray for the base, so I guess that's a thing now. And wait for my hydrogen to fill. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a light armor block down there so I can at least, you know, walk up to the survival kit still. Okay. So that is all taken care of. Let's see. So now back to design. So we're going to put a light armor block there. Then I'm going to put a connector right there, which I did actually grab all the components to build up prior to this, because I knew I was going to be putting it in. So let's grab a little bit more steel plate. By 32 of it. Maybe 25 interior plate. And back to designing. So I think I might actually need to build this off of the conveyor tubes that are going to be linking it up. So I believe that's going to be a curved conveyor tube going this way, followed by straight, followed by a curve going there, so that I can put the adapter right there. Which means I can then put my hydrogen tank right there. And a hydrogen thruster. Alright, there. I guess neither of those is the top of the stack, so I'm just going to put it. Oh, okay, cool. It is. Do any of these happen to look particularly cool or interesting? No? So let's just go with the standard large hydrogen thruster. Alright, so that's now hooked up. Now for the conveyor. The conveyor is going to go from there forward directly into a medium cargo container where I would normally put another junction. And one more right there. It looks like we spaced this out perfectly. So usually the reason I put a spacer right here is because this junction is supposed to be going straight up and down. So putting a spacer there would allow me to like put a turret here if I felt like without having to change the rest of it. This is the junction that's supposed to be going sideways with a cargo container on either side. Obviously not an option right now. But that's what it's supposed to be. So this is what it is. And then finally this cargo container is pretty much just doing a stand-in, which makes me wonder. Ooh, actually no. Better idea. I'm trying to force my previous design when I was basically going to rip apart the entire front of the ship. I don't necessarily need to do that. So I can go with a medium cargo container, vertically like so. And then for the loads that require it, I can just add one on top of there. And that would be for like the, high capacity loads. Then I can take a page right out of the Civic Hauler. Is it Civic Hauler? Yeah, I think it's the Civic Hauler. And connect it up to the cockpit like this. It's a regular old cockpit. And that should make this significantly more compact. And then also, because I put the adapter right here, and the cargo container here, I don't need this extra little weird piping on the side. So this is all completely conveyored up now, at least as far as it needs to be. With the cockpit providing a little bit of extra capacity for, like, hand loads, things like that. Okay. So as for the batteries, I'm going to put 2 in the usual positions for me on either side over here. I think I'm actually going to go forward facing like that, so let's make sure that's what I did over here, because I don't believe it is. There we go. Yeah, that ought to work. Now for the other thrust. I'm thinking this thing will get space on it'll get space on just the large thruster alone. When it's in space, though, I think it is only really going to need a single hydrogen thruster on either side for forward and reverse. Plus, that should be more than fine for the planet. So that's good. For up and down, that's probably going to be a little bit more tricky. So because I'm trying to design this to carry a lot of mass and I don't want to have to worry about that. Actually, why do I need that? How much thrust does a small hydrogen thruster put out? Force 98.4 kilonewtons. 1 second. And I'm back. So, I'm gonna spare you the math, but short version is I found out that if I want to fill this thing up to absolute capacity with steel plates, at least the capacity right here, I would need only 4 downward facing thrusters. I'm going to guesstimate 2 additional to lift this thing normally. So we're going to go with 3 total. So I haven't actually used these armored slope thrusters before, but they look like they kind of fit in here well enough. Oh, nope. They require, well, no, they require the same number of metal grids as the other kind. What's the difference? Appearance. That's it. Okay. Well, I am trying to showcase the mods, so let's go with some of these guys instead of the normal. There we go. That'll give me a nice slope going down. And then that'll give me a slope around the outside here. That I can, you know, do a little bit of greebling off of. For 2 of them. Sideways. Yeah, it's just a little extra steel plate. So I'm going to go... Oop, don't need that many. All I want is 2. Let's do the 2 on the outside. Oop, there we go. 2 on the outside. And then I need some forward-facing thrusters. Well, this is probably as good a place as any, so let's grab a block just to link these up real fast. That way I can grind to my heart's content. Let's grab our small conveyor there to link up. And 1 more pointed forward. It's all linked up. So now we just need our let me go with a second small conveyor just for a double link up. And that should point forward, so we have 2 forward, 2 left, sorry, 2 backwards, 2 left, 2 forwards, 2 right, 6 up. And then let's go ahead and put those on sideways like so. Again, I can slope around that. Well, I'm going up, so, or down, so I'm going to add 2 going down. Okay. I think that's a nice little compact training ship right there. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this welded up and come back when we're ready to put some armor on this thing and make it look a little nicer. So I'll be right back. And
energy low.
And my energy low. What I was gonna say is, I ended up taking like maybe half an hour working on those stupid nacelles in the front, trying to get them to look right. Because I wanted it to look like it was inspired by the Civic Hauler, but I also didn't want it to be an exact copy of it. So I actually pulled up a version of the Civic Hauler that I customized for my own use in another game off camera, and I copied. I tried copying the nacelle design off of that. I tried copying some other armor shaping parts off of that. I ended up not liking the result, but I did end up like what I got instead. Um, so I'm actually just going to copy up that design on the top on the bottom, because it gives, kind of a nice little rounded look without looking too rounded or out of place with the rest of everything. Like so. There we go. I might actually end up grinding this out to... Yeah, let's do that. Because I can put a small cargo container right there. Give me cargo access from the outside as well as emergency supplies. Like maybe an extra bottle or something. So yeah, let's do that. Small cargo container right there. There. Grab the parts. Cool. And then, well, since it has to copy, it has to link up to the merge block, I guess. Guess we slope it like that. It's not very exciting, but I mean, it works. Yeah, let's go ahead and put another one of these guys over here. Got all the parts, cool. Drop it in right there. There we go. Slope this around like in the other one. There. Last one right there. Ooh. Oh snap. Looking good. Alright. I'm liking how this is turning out. Okay. So now about this bit right here. I mostly feel like I just need to cover up the boards, but I also kind of want to do something like this. Maybe leave the gyro exposed? Yeah, I think that works. Still leaves this whole top open for a turret to be added later if I feel like it. As for this bit down here, I think I'm going to move the merge block setup to the back. And actually give it a little bit more shaping this time. Just like that. And then I think it's going to go like there. And around like so. And like that. So let's grab this guy. Add that to the build planner. Pull the parts. And blow her up. Cool. I think that looks actually quite a bit better. And that leaves me free to do some slightly more interesting things over here. Like, go like this, then right here. Same thing over here. It's a little bit better. Yeah, I think it looks okay. There's this back part right here. Very simple armoring. I think that'll work out okay. Dang. I'm liking how this turned out even before I add any kind of coloring. So let's go ahead and toggle off the merge block so I can color the whole thing at once without coloring the base. Because I don't think this is going to be a dusty color. I'm almost tempted to go default on it. Let's give batter a try. There we go. Old dingy freighter look. Then that's my standard color. Color for this playthrough being blue.
Fuel low.
Ah, great. I'm gonna have to mine some ice. Give me a second. Okay. So, where were we? Oh yeah, I'm painting things blue. Yeah, I think that's fine to paint blue, and then let's paint this bottom part blue as well. Like that. And then also this bit back here can easily be blue. Oop. Missed a spot. Go ahead and paint those blue. And that thing blue. I think those can also be blue as well. So add a bit more color. And then I'm going to paint the tops of these blue. As well as the bottoms. There we go. Ah, not the battery. I'll fix it later. There we go. And the bottom. Cool. And now for some of the light gray that I'm using for white. I'm going to go with that bit being white. And also this. See if I can get that stupid thing in there. Gotcha. Um. Gotcha. There we go. And a little more white around this side. And also the front. Okay, now to switch back to what's supposed to be dark gray. Not sure why it's all black. Fix up the battery. Nope, that is the dark gray. Okay, must just be the lighting or something. Oop. Missed some spots that need to be blue. There we go. Okay. I'm thinking that actually looks pretty cool. Should there be anything in a lighter tone? Nah, that sort of ruins the effect. Alright. I think that's about it for functional components. Oh, landing gears. Landing gears, almost forgot. Landing gears. Let's also just put a little something here. Not going to make it stick out or anything, but I just want to make the shape right. There. Okay, where do we put landing gears? I think we put them directly on the batteries right over the connector. So there. Right there. Let's get these welded up. Oh yeah, and then also spotlights. Can't forget those. Alright, so landing gears are in. Time for the lighting. I think that'll look fine right there. So we got double spotlights there, and then let's go triple, why not? And for interior lights, didn't leave myself a lot of good spaces. I also didn't leave myself a lot of construction components. Let's grab like 20. Maybe I can make a better spot. And then that's a little too much. That's even worse. I wonder if there's a modded block for this situation. Actually, yeah. Okay, cool. So that's the line over slab slope transition. Slab slope. No, it just comes back to that one. It's all for that side. Would it be under this one? Hmm. Inverted corner split. No. Slab corner split. Also no. I'm like 90% sure I'm not just derping and there's legitimately a block missing. Back to vanilla. Or I mean, that actually looks okay. And I can do an offset light. Paint that blue. Yeah, that looks okay. Where else can I fit one? Kind of, but not really. You can definitely fit some on top here, but then that covers up the fill levels. I don't want to do that. Not a bad spot for it.
Low.
Oh, perfect, up here. Up and then down. Alright, I'm gonna get some energy and probably do hydrogen mining again. Or ice mining, yep. Well, since I gotta fill that anyway, I'm just gonna grab some ice. Be right back. And we're back. Okay, back to this guy. I believe I found places for the lights over there, so just gonna mirror that up over here. Top and bottom. Seems alright. We got these spotlights. Not entirely convinced about them. I almost want to actually go with offset spotlights top and bottom there and use this as the main spotlight. If I do that, I'm gonna want it dark gray. That'd be a total of 4 spotlights. I think that'll work. I'm gonna have to grab the components for these and be right back, but actually, no, I don't have to BRB. Because I can just grab them. There we go. And there's one spotlight, two spotlights, three spotlights, four spotlights, and five spotlights. That's a solid amount of spotlight. I think I'm happy with that. So I don't need that one. I don't need that one. So instead, I'm going to use that space for corner lights. I'm going to have these blink different colors, I think. So let's grab some construction components. Another 20. That'll do it. But I think if I can have these blink different colors, that might add a little bit of sort of, I guess, movement to the design without going full-on spinny light, because that's just annoying. There we go. And a couple more. And I think we are good. Ooh. Those corner lights were the perfect choice right there. They really make that. And I really like how they light up the inside of that, so I get some light going this direction, but not too much. Okay. Bit on the dramatic side, kind of like it. I'm going to play around with the lights a little bit, get the colors correct, get the style and the direction correct. Might add a couple more for style reasons. I don't know yet. But I will come back when I'm done. And we have a ship that is, as far as I can think, or as far as I, yeah, as far as I can think, as far as I can, as far as I can tell, we'll be ready to fly. I think, are you full up yet? No, you're at 76.9%. I think that should be good for a few quick trips up to, yeah, it should be good for a few trips up there. So yeah, I'm going to come back when the lights are properly set up. And we're back. So, got the lighting all set up, but, actually, just to let you know what I did with the lighting, I decided to go with a large radius, low intensity, grayish light for the interior lights. Just keep the kind of dramatic look of this, which kind of like. So I think it's 220, 220, 220. And then for the inset corner lights here, I decided to keep them full white, just to offset, well, just to sort of bring out the white in the sides, and keep them normal intensity, but then turn up the radius, I think, to 5 or something. So that kind of lights up the front very nicely. As for the spotlights, I didn't touch them. I think they actually look just fine. For some reason, white lights are kind of fitting for this color scheme, which is actually a color scheme I haven't used before, so I'm kind of happy about that. But I did encounter a bug when I went to go set up the thrusters into groups. So we head into here, you can see that the hydrogen thrusters, like all of the armored ones, well, they got the same naming bug. So I'm thinking it's a bug with the well, originally I was thinking it was a bug with oh, what was it, the research mod? But now I'm kind of wondering if it's a bug with all of the extra block mods. So that's kind of annoying. Because you see the large hydrogen thruster, the vanilla one, that was just fine. In terms of actual appearance, though, I You'd have to try very hard to convince me that the angles added anything significant to the build, like the angled backs to these. They certainly didn't make them any tougher, which I would expect an armored thruster mod to do. And overall, I'm thinking it might literally be worth it to remove it so that I don't have those display bugs and I can just, work with normal hydrogen thrusters. Um, I'm gonna say it's a neat idea, but with this bug, which again, it might still be the research mod, but I'm thinking it's all of the AQD modded blocks might have this issue. Like until I customize the name, it's going to show me that weird, disgusting uh, display name that. So, oh, actually no. One second, let me check the mod list. Okay. Um, so my hunch was wrong. Um, so what I remembered is that there was another mod that downloads a bunch of other mods, and that was the vanilla extension mod. So I thought, okay, maybe the quality of life mod or the vanilla extension mod, maybe one of those downloads a mod that renames the blocks on your grid. I can't find one like that. So I am left to believe, at a minimum, most likely it is the research mod and the armored thrusters mods that have the naming bug. Um, which is kind of unfortunate. Uh, I think I can deal with the armored thrusters for these bits right here. Like actually, this one's kind of nice, sloped into there, and these are actually a little bit nicer than I guess the vanilla thrusters would be. Um, just being in line there. I'm not really seeing much of a difference on these back thrusters, so I'm going to replace them with the vanilla ones. Um, just so I do not have to um, just so I don't have to deal with the naming. And yeah, you see it's honestly barely noticeably different. Do this over here. Um, here we go. Let's get my actual light out. Yep, those are the right color. Actually, no, they're not. They're supposed to be white. Ah, no. There we go. Okay, so those are now fixed, and once again, basically the same look. For these front ones, I can kind of tell the difference, because I'll be able to look through to the cockpit, but I think that might actually be a preferable thing. So here we go. And then over to the other side. Nope, wrong one. There we go. I'm also not sure which mod keeps on resetting the block I'm on to the default, but it's kind of annoying. So I really wish that would stop. Yeah, I think that's about all the ones I can actually replace like that. Yep. So I guess it's time to set up the control panel. And I'm going to do that behind the scenes. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, we are back, and I have cleaned up the control panel quite a bit, at least as far as the ship goes. I decided to name it the U2 Cargo PUV, or Planetary Utility Vehicle. Um, it's similar enough in design to a series of vehicles I'm working on, the U series. Um, that I'm gonna put it in the same category. Not sure I'm gonna work in the color scheme, my usual color scheme being yellow and black, but I think this or a vanilla adaptation of it will make a very nice addition to it. No, a very nice addition to the line. I might end up going with like all the planetary versions of the ships are like blue or something. I don't know. I haven't come up with a reason for it, and I may change it to yellow, but I think it's a good fit for the line. So, now for... Really? Okay. I know exactly which mod is doing that, by the way. It's the Smart Suit mod, which in some ways is great, but it turns off your jetpack when you exit a vehicle. That's annoying. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep mining up ice. Honestly, we are almost there. Not gonna need a whole lot more before it is full. I'm also gonna complete that hydrogen tank that I was talking about, and I actually have sitting unbuilt right over there. So that we'll have some hydrogen for the next time. But I think that's just about all we can really do today. The building took a little bit longer than I expected, and frankly, when I try to keep these under an hour, like between 45 minutes and an hour, this one is going, like, my recording is 2 hours, so I'm gonna have to cut a lot out or, do something that you probably already seen at this point. But it's just it's about time to end the recording. Also, I'm battling on. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss my continued look and I guess extended bug testing in some ways of AQD mods. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I, with maybe that's going to become the thumbnail again, we'll see y'all later.